welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Eagles, and it's all up next.
It has been a season of ups and downs, twists and turns. It all comes to a conclusion here tonight as we welcome you on this February night to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion Miami Dolphins and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. One game tonight, available in 195 different countries. Wherever you are, thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, it's been a great first year in the booth with you, partner, and we've seen a lot. Great individual performances, dominating teams, stunning upsets. It all wraps up on the big stage in New Orleans. What are you going to be watching for in this one?
I think such a big factor of this game, Mike, is who handles the changes that come along with playing in the Super Bowl. Every NFL team all year, they want routine. They want consistency. The coaches and players preach that. Well, everything on Super Bowl Sunday, it just feels different. Pre-game feels different. Halftime feels different. The teams that are able to weather those changes the best typically come out and start the fastest and are able to really put themselves in position to call themselves Super Bowl champs.
Throwing to begin, it's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection and maybe bigger than all of them.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Marcus May. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's 1st and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Miami.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Now a man who made the move inside the division, it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with the sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up. I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. After the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion comes Beckham. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a give to Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion comes Beckham. Now Achane. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big gain.
1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after.
And he's into the end zone. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, Hurts. He finds his big tight end, Everett. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward. I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. When you just show pre-snap, it is straight man coverage, and then you stay in it once the ball is snapped. It just makes it so easy on these quarterbacks, Mike, to just find the matchup that they like and exploit it. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Great.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. He gets free. He's to the 40. Still going. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Here's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts now. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Again, Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So we have reached halftime of Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These teams finishing off their final adjustments. We're about ready for the second half of Super Bowl 59. And to bring it your way, we go back to Mike Tirico.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Achane. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Devin White, that time on the stop. Third and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. That's taken in by Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Now he'll run it.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Dolphins offense and their running back set to go once more. And before this drive starts, we're going to take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Tua going to give it to Achane, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. On the handoff, this is Achane. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That is caught, and he's in. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Miami. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins stretch it out, leading now by the score of 20. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up second down. Hurts working in the pistol. A pass caught by Saquon.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, here's Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. Hurts will try it again. Now he takes off. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
A run up the middle with Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. 2 minutes to play in Super Bowl 59. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Second down and 8. And on the carry, this is Ezekiel Elliott. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he is gonna have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Again, here's Zeke. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll stick with Elliott.
Brings up 2nd and 9. After 44 yards.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. And the Dolphins have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So a win here for the Dolphins. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal. That's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. Commissioner Goodell atop the podium, set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Miami Dolphins, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will put a wrap on this year on EA Sports. Thanks to my partner, Greg Olson, for a great first season together in the booth. Until the fall, Mike Tirico. Good night from the Super Bowl in New Orleans.